Welcome back to another episode of InsideRMCF, where we dive deep into everything happening at Real Madrid. Today, we're breaking down Madrid's 2-0 victory over Real Betis, a game that might just be the turning point this season. Kylian Mbappe spoke to the media about his first La Liga goal, his chemistry with Vinicius Jr., and even shared his thoughts on being compared to Cristiano Ronaldo. Carlo Ancelotti's post-match press conference following the much-needed 2-0 win over Real Betis. Ancelotti touched on various aspects of the game, from Kylian Mbappe's performance to the team's current form. Let's break it all down. Real Madrid finally found their footing in La Liga with a convincing 2-0 win against Real Betis. The start of the season had been frustrating, with 2 draws and a narrow win, but this match showcased a much-needed response from Carlo Ancelotti's side. The first half didn't offer much excitement. Real Madrid seemed cautious, almost hesitant, as if still haunted by their underwhelming start to the season. Betis, meanwhile, showed that they weren't just there to make up the numbers, with an early chance that could have easily put them ahead. Madrid struggled to create clear-cut chances, and when Rodrigo Goes finally got a look at goal, he failed to convert. It was a half that ended in a stalemate, and you could feel the tension building among the fans. But the second half, that was a different story. Vinicius Jr. was electric, hitting the post early on and giving Betis a real headache. The game opened up, and that's when Real Madrid came alive. Fede Valverde's clever flick to Kylian Mbappe was a moment of magic, and Mbappe's finish was clinical. Exactly what you want from a world-class forward. Then there was the penalty, won by Vinicius and coolly converted by Mbappe. This was a statement from Madrid. When they click, they are almost impossible to stop. The game could have had more goals, but in the end, 2-0 was enough to send a clear message to the rest of the league. Next up, Kylian Mbappe finally opened his La Liga account, and you could see the relief on his face. For a player of his caliber, going 3 games without a goal felt like an eternity. Scoring at the Santiago Bernabeu, a stadium he described as the best in the world, was a significant moment for him. Mbappe, speaking to the media after the game, highlighted the importance of the team's victory, emphasizing that despite his personal milestone, the 3 points were the priority. His description of the goal was interesting. He credited Fede Valverde's incredible touch in the build-up, showing how well these players are beginning to understand each other. What stood out was Mbappe's humility and focus. Despite the media's endless comparisons to Cristiano Ronaldo, Mbappe made it clear he's not looking to follow in anyone's footsteps but is instead focused on being the best version of himself. This is a player who understands the pressures of the game but remains grounded and committed to his craft. He also addressed the ongoing discussion about his chemistry with Vinicius Jr. It's clear that the two are still figuring things out on the pitch, but Mbappe doesn't seem worried. He knows that with time, their partnership will flourish. Finally, Mbappe's comments on his preferred playing position reveal his adaptability. He's willing to play wherever Ancelotti needs him, showcasing his versatility and team-first mentality. This is exactly the kind of player Real Madrid needs. A superstar who puts the team above all else. Kylian Mbappe is already making his mark at Real Madrid, and it's only a matter of time before we see him at his very best. His interview gives us a glimpse into his mindset, focused, humble, and ready to take on the challenges ahead. Now, shifting gears to Ancelotti's post-match conference. First up, Ancelotti on Kylian Mbappe's performance. Ancelotti was quick to downplay any pressure on Kylian Mbappe, despite the media buzz surrounding the Frenchman's goal drought. Ancelotti emphasized that Mbappe's brace wasn't just about personal achievement but was also a reflection of a collective team effort. He noted, it's important for him to score, but his focus was on the overall team performance. This is classic Ancelotti, keeping the pressure off his star players while ensuring the entire squad remains united. Ancelotti on the team's anxiety. When asked about whether this victory alleviated any anxiety within the team, Ancelotti brushed off any concerns. He highlighted that the team wasn't anxious but rather motivated to do better. This response aligns with his typically calm and composed demeanor, which has been instrumental in managing the highs and lows at Real Madrid. Ancelotti's reassurance that we are going into the break with good feelings is exactly what the fans need to hear as they prepare for the challenges ahead. Ancelotti on tactical adjustments. Ancelotti was also asked about tactical changes, particularly in the attack. He pointed out the effectiveness of Vinicius and Rodrigo playing wider, which allowed for better defensive solidity with the three central midfielders. This subtle adjustment showcases Ancelotti's tactical acumen, always looking to find the right balance between attack and defense. It's clear that while Madrid may not be firing on all cylinders yet, the groundwork is being laid for more consistent performances. Ancelotti on solving problems. Despite the win, Ancelotti was cautious about declaring their issues solved. He acknowledged that while the team had improved, they still weren't at their best. This honest assessment is important. It shows that Ancelotti recognizes the team's potential, but also knows there's more work to be done. The incremental progress is a positive sign, but Madridistas will have to be patient as the team continues to gel. Ancelotti on Tchouaméni's role. Ancelotti praised Aurélien Tchouaméni, calling him an irreplaceable player on the defensive side. This is high praise for a young player who is still finding his feet in the Madrid midfield. Tchouaméni's ability to break up play and his growing understanding of when to release the ball are vital for Madrid's structure. Ancelotti's trust in him speaks volumes about his potential to become a cornerstone of the team. Ancelotti on Vinicius' altruism. One of the standout moments in the game was Vinicius Jr. handing the penalty to Mbappe. Ancelotti highlighted this as a sign of the strong relationship between the players, particularly within the attacking trio of Vinicius, Mbappe, and Rodrigo. This moment of selflessness not only helped Mbappe break his scoring drought but also demonstrated the unity within the squad. Ancelotti's satisfaction with this development is clear. Team chemistry is just as important as tactical execution. Ancelotti on defensive workload and the midfield. Ancelotti also discussed the importance of Rodrigo and Vinicius' defensive contributions, drawing a parallel to their hard work during Madrid's 2022 Champions League run. This defensive discipline, combined with the solidity provided by the three central midfielders, is key to Madrid's game plan. Ancelotti's comments on Brahim's performance further highlight the depth in the squad, with every player ready to step up when called upon. Thoughts on Fran Garcia and Brahim. Ancelotti made it clear that he doesn't view any player as a mere substitute. This is crucial in maintaining a motivated squad, where every player feels valued. His praise for Fran Garcia and Brahim underscores the importance of squad depth in a long season, where injuries and fatigue will inevitably take their toll. Finally, Ancelotti expressed his usual concerns about the international break, particularly the risk of injuries to players traveling long distances. His hope that everyone returns healthy reflects the reality of managing a top European club where international duty often disrupts club preparations. The key takeaway here is Ancelotti's focus on maintaining the squad's physical and mental health as they navigate a busy schedule. When asked about what the team still needs, Ancelotti pointed to consistency. He acknowledged that while the team has shown flashes of brilliance, there have been moments where they've lost their way. This honesty is refreshing. It's a reminder that Real Madrid, despite their immense talent, are still a work in progress this season. But with Ancelotti at the helm, the journey towards consistent excellence is one the fans can believe in. Carlo Ancelotti's insights give us a lot to think about as we head into the international break. Real Madrid are on the right path, but there's still work to be done. With Ancelotti's steady hand guiding the team, Madridistas can remain optimistic about what's to come. And that wraps up today's episode of InsideRMCF. Stay tuned as we continue to bring you the latest from the heart of Real Madrid. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until next time, keep the faith and, as always, Hala Madrid.